James, now it was your kick that I guess made you guys win the Ranfurly Shield. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, pretty stoked, but the boys set me up, of course. I mean, I had 2 shots at it. Unlucky on that first one, which was pretty close, but got a second chance I was stoked with, so it was sweet.
Let's just talk about the Canterbury side now. How were you feeling coming out playing against this team?
No, we're confident, like we've been disappointed in the last couple of games. It's been pretty tough, and we've been tough on ourselves, so we really wanted to prove ourselves today. So our big job was to come out here and get that shield home. It really picked us up playing for that shield, so it was good.
3 games for the Stags so far, and of course you've got a win today, taking home the Ranfurly Shield. You must be quite proud.
Yeah, no, we're stoked. We got it on the plane coming home with us. We couldn't be happier. Our season starts now, so onwards and upwards.
And how supportive have the Invercargill community been towards you guys?
Yeah, like they've been there. We've had a couple of disappointments over the last week, but they've always been behind us. You can see them all here now tonight, so it's going to be a good trip home, I'm sure, for them. It's going to be a good trip home for us too.
And how tough was this game for you guys, James?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. Playing for Ranfurly Shield in Christchurch against Canterbury couldn't be much tougher.
Ranfurly Shield, how are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty awesome, eh? Now I've had it once, and having it again is just as special, and scoring tries, man. Yeah.
So is second time better than the first?
Oh, it's hard. They're both pretty awesome. The first one was real good, but this one feels just as good.
How'd you feel about going out onto the field?
Yeah, no, it was good. We needed the win first up, and we needed to kickstart our season. So it was a real good feeling in the camp. We knew we had a few things to fix, and we did it today.
Canterbury are a tough team to come up against, but of course, I guess you changed your game tactics in the second half.
Yeah. Well, mate, we just wanted a dry day, and we got that. And we just spun the ball wide, and it worked for us.
Jamie, what an amazing win. Second time again, now you're taking the Ranfurly Shield back to Southland tonight. How are you feeling?
Yeah, mate, it's pretty exciting to, obviously first and foremost get the win, and to be heading home on the same day. I think it's pretty cool too. A lot of people are going to be excited to see us back home, and it's a pretty proud feeling, so hopefully it's going to be a good night.
How would you describe the Canterbury side and how they performed tonight against you guys?
Yeah, mate, I think, as I mentioned, they're a team that's lost a lot of players but still managed to front up every year, and they play a great brand of rugby, and we tried to play their brand against them. We try to do a lot of what Canterbury does in our game because they're so successful, and it was to hold on to the ball for long periods of time, play with good width, and then I think in the first half we run them around a bit more than what they thought, and in the second half we managed to find a good balance between keeping it tight and playing wide, and we managed to hold on to the ball for long periods of time, get the points and get back into the game, have a win. It was awesome.
Now of course the first half was quite hard with the Canterbury defence, but you came back in the second half. What was the game plan that you used then?
We wanted to spread them in the first half. I don't think they would have expected us to play the way we did, and then obviously we just lost too much ball. Silly offloads, ball presentation into contact wasn't great, so we knew we had to go out and play the same, but we decided to get a little bit more direct in the first half, try to go through the middle of them. They defended for long periods of time, and I think we just had enough patience to grab the points when we did. We managed to get that try and then get back, and when it was a draw we knew we had to get field position, and I think Ben Nelly took a great kick off, got back on attack, got a 5 metre scrum and managed to get the drop goal, which I think was great composure by a team that a lot of other teams might have blown that, but we held our cool, and it's been a pretty tough week for us this week. Lost our first 2 games, but I think this makes up for it.
And despite the win tonight, Jamie, how do you think that your team played?
Mate, I think I said to the boys up this week, we were making too many excuses. A lot of our senior players needed to step up, and I said, whether we win or lose, we need a big performance, something that we're proud of, and I think if we'd have lost that, sure we would have been gutted, but it was a great performance. We played some great rugby and some direct rugby. Then our defence got back to where Southland was last year, so we made some big steps into our season this week, but this is a pretty hard competition. We've got counties next Friday night coming down home, and that was probably our toughest Shield challenge last year. They threw everything at it, and we're going to be up for a battle next Friday night, so we're already thinking ahead.
And no matter where you go in the country, you always seem to have a strong supportive Southland contingency behind you guys. Yeah,
lucky, mate. Southland people, I'm just so wrapped that I'm from Southland, and people getting behind us. It's been a pretty successful last 3 or 4 years for us, and I'm just so proud of my family's from down there and my friends, and I love playing for Southland, and to do something like this, I'm sure it's who would have thought that captain the team to a couple of Shield victories, and to do it with some of my best mates is I grow old and fat and still have these memories, so it's going to be good.